Now, if you've ever seen one of my day-to-days, you're probably like, Mr. Experiment, how do you get your scrambled eggs so creamy? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you guys how without adding any milk or cheese or any other additives. So stay tuned. What's up YouTube? The Hungarian Experiment here, and today I'm going to show you how to cook the creamiest scrambled eggs without adding any milk or cheese or cream or any other additives. As the Hungarian Experiment, I've been messing around in the kitchen for over a decade now, and as a child and through my teens, I just was not a fan of eggs. I don't like the rubbery taste when you have hard-boiled eggs or over easy or sunny side up. So as a child and like I said, through my teens, it was very rough for me to get a whole bunch of eggs in, and I didn't want to waste such a great protein and fat source, especially if I'm not getting a lot of dairy in my diet. So I wanted to make eggs a big part of my diet and find a way that I could actually enjoy eating them. So the technique that I use to cook scrambled eggs, I found off the internet. I found it in a YouTube video by Chef Gordon Ramsay, you know, that crazy guy from Hell's Kitchen. I'll link up his video right here if you guys want to go check it out. But it's full of great information on how to cook scrambled eggs. And one of the techniques he does is he cooks it in a pot with a whisk. I'm going to cook it in a pan with just a regular little spatula thing. But the whole thing is, you don't want to let the egg sit there and start to really cook. You want to move it around and get it going. So I'm going to show you guys right here. We got 3 whole eggs and just a pack of egg whites. I'm going to use about half of this. It's already about this much gone. It's going to be about 200 grams of egg whites. So start with the first egg, just crack it in. Now in this pan I already covered it with coconut oil with a brush. I find using a brush helps you conserve your oil and really spread it around. And I don't like using the spray on stuff like Pam and all that non-stick. I try to go for natural things. So we got the 3 eggs in there. Oh, sorry, first I should have turned this on to right about high. So I got the 3 eggs in there. And I'm just gonna pour, like I said, about 200 grams. I know what that looks like. It's just right about there. Now if you guys don't eat this much eggs, which most people probably don't, you can of course go for a smaller pan or a smaller pot and use just less of everything. Now also, one of the bigger things that I find with people when they make eggs, the biggest mistake they do is they'll put it in a bowl or something with the egg and egg white, and then they'll put salt and pepper right away and mix it all up. That doesn't work the best. If you want the best consistency for your eggs, then you want to add any kind of seasoning right at the end, right before it's finished cooking. So as you can see, it's just starting to get that white look under there, so I'm going to start mixing it all up together. Just get the yolk all nice and mixed up with the egg. Now, once it's nice and mixed, I'm just going to keep going nice and slow. So you can see it's starting to get that hardened white look at the bottom of the pan. As I'm moving it around, you can start to see it getting cooked. But because I'm constantly moving it, it's going to stay nice and creamy. And that's the biggest thing with doing it in this technique. So it's still not enough, but it's getting real close. You can see it hardening. And then right at this point, see where I'm pushing it, and you can see the bottom of the pan because it's starting to cook right to the bottom of the pan. This is where you're going to start to take it away from the heat. So right now, you're going to pull this away from the heat. Now this is still going to be cooking because the pan's still nice and warm and hot. And if you do it in a pot like Chef Gordon Ramsay does, it keeps the heat in a lot better. But as you can see, it's still cooking here. As I'm pushing it, you can still see it slightly congealing, or congealing if that's the correct word. And now I'm just going to bring it right back. I'm going to slightly turn this down a bit. But the same technique, just as I see it starting to harden at the bottom of the pan, still not enough, still not enough. But there we go. See? This is where you keep it moving. Just keep it moving the whole time. Yeah, perfect. And now, even now, I'll lift it just slightly off the pan, just so, because it's getting really perfect there. This is the most crucial time is right now. If you want, you can always cook your eggs more, but you can never take them back. So once you've cooked them too much, it's already too late. So this is the most crucial time. So I'm gonna put it down just a little bit more, get the pan just a little more heated. There, perfect. I'm gonna pull it to the side. And now this, see how runny it looks still? This is still too early for salt and pepper. Now that it's away from the heat, I'll grab my salt and pepper or whatever else I need. But the whole technique, like I said, once you've overcooked it, it's too late. So you want to keep it right at this state until it's that perfect texture you like. Just pick it a little off the burner just so I don't cook it too much. Just gonna spread it out here. Now this is right around the perfect time for salt and pepper. Got the Himalayan pink salt like usual. And I'm gonna use some Mrs. Dash just because I like it on my eggs. Now see, you can still see the heat coming off the pan. It's still slightly cooking in there. And now this is perfect for me. These scrambled eggs are right around the perfect limit, and if you want it a little bit more now, you can put it back on the burner. You can even turn the burner off and just put it like this and leave it on it for a little bit to get it to that perfect texture that you like. Alright, and there we go. So we got our creamy scrambled eggs for the day. Now, I have about 3 whole eggs, about 5 to 6 egg whites in there. So I have a decent amount of eggs. I would never be able to eat that much eggs if I cooked them all sunny side up or over easy or hard boiled them. So if you like what you saw here today, make sure you guys subscribe because there's going to be plenty more food experiments coming. As well, go check out my fitness experiments. I'm going to have breathing experiments coming up. Lots of stuff to help show you guys what you can experiment with in life to make yourself better and get you the results that you want to see. I am the Hungarian Experiment, and I'll see you guys next time.